I bullied my brother-in-law for 3 whole years. He swore he'd make my life hell. 3 years ago, he fell off a horse and broke his legs. My sister got sick, so I had to marry him instead. After the wedding, I took full advantage of his weakness and pushed him around constantly. 3 years later, he made a full recovery. He swore he'd pay me back 100-fold. I had no choice but to fake my own death and run. Growing up, I always grabbed whatever my older sister threw away. I kept every single piece like it was gold. Then at 16, she handed me the biggest gift of my life. The day I rode into the manor in a red sedan chair, I actually thought I could turn my miserable life around. But Pei-shang had the worst temper, and on our wedding night, he nearly scarred my face for life. Shen Qinghuan didn't want to marry you. Just call off the engagement. Why all the drama? He shot me a cold look. I didn't bother sweet-talking him, just told him I was a concubine's daughter. You already walked through that door. I'm your lawfully wedded wife now. Your legs are busted, so bedroom stuff isn't happening. Save your energy for what actually matters. Before he could say anything, I scooped him up and dumped him in bed. I'd been doing hard labor at the Shen household my whole life. No delicate little miss here. I'm strong as hell. Pei-shang fought back hard. He was shaking with rage. Shen Qingli, are you out of your mind? Don't you dare touch my robe. Back off! I swear I'll skin you alive! He wouldn't shut up, so I had to shut him up myself. The second I kissed this general, I felt weirdly good about it. I'd been low-key obsessed with his face for years. And now I was finally getting the real thing. Between breaths, the herbal scent on him just hit different and kept pulling me in closer. Turns out the rumors were way off and only his legs were broken. I kept at it for a while and finally pushed him completely over the edge. Shen Qingli, you brought this on yourself. Don't come crying to me later. I smacked his chest. Stop talking. You're gonna be depending on me for the rest of your life. Mess up and I'll brew your medicine with foot wash water. That threat hit hard. His eyes went red and he finally stopped struggling. When it was all said and done, his face was completely flushed, like a wilted flower. I actually felt a little bad, so I started trying to calm him down. I've been looking after my sick mother since I was 5. I know exactly how to take care of someone. As long as I'm here, you don't have to lift a finger. I got you. And I wasn't just saying that, I took care of him really well. He couldn't walk, so I massaged his legs every single day and wheeled him out to enjoy the scenery. Peach blossoms everywhere. I was watching the view and watching him. Back then, I honestly thought spending my whole life like this wouldn't be so bad. But I took such good care of him that he ended up back on his feet. The full presence of Lord Yongning came rushing right back. Shen Qingli, every single thing over these past 3 years is burned into my memory. Sandalwood smoke filled the ancestral hall. My mother-in-law was chanting sutras while I sat beside her copying scriptures. My birth mother was a concubine, so I was basically raised as a servant girl. All I ever knew was scrubbing tables and pouring tea, picking up a brush, total trial and error. The paper was covered in ink blobs, looked like a bunch of bugs just crawling all over it. My mother-in-law took one look and gasped. You call yourself the lady of this house? You can barely hold a brush, let alone write poetry. How are you gonna show your face at the ladies' gatherings? Copy the Lotus Sutra 10 times, don't come back until you're done. She was furious, but honestly, I got it. She raised a gem, only to end up with a country bumpkin like me. So I did her a favor. I told her to just have Pei-shang divorce me. Go back and marry my older sister. She'd fully recovered and was still single. Plus, her handwriting was gorgeous, a perfect match. My mother-in-law's blood pressure shot through the roof. She called me a sarcastic little witch. My sister had been showing up all the time lately. Everyone in the house knew things needed to go back to normal. I was just being nice and giving them an easy out. Before I could even figure